Fight against the demon. Flashing weakness, water weakness. Massive water weakness. It'll probably resurrect the Lament when the fight starts. I don't want to start with any big attacks. Earthquake might be useful. Mark for death. He will summon enemies to the fight. They can probably do the same with the corpses. Enemies will prefer attacking with Mark for death. Get into a better situation. Don't want to spend too many points. We're just buying time for now.
Hey, stop the hurricane!
This forest teems with prey. Good, for I have become Death, destroyer of demons.
Death Destroyer Demons.
Are we within hail?
More than a third of health lost, bro. Got rid of some of the company he was having there. Yep. I think I got rid of 2 of the void rams. Summoned one was one of them. Okay, this is pretty much in the back already. Earth Elemental boss time. Precious time. It's not a lot of extra damage, but it's extra damage. Right, if I blindly go there, there's gonna be at least a handful of these little bastards that's gonna pop up. Iberi's corpses, and I don't want that. But someone's gotta go there quickly. Sure you can. There's a big one left, and he's gonna be out of the fight for a while. We need to make sure that the effects we've placed on him now actually stick. Poison won't do much damage. I think we're better off saving our coins or summoning additional people to bash on him right now. They'll act as decoys too.
Your words hold no threat for us now!
Yeah, that's sort of the point. He should not be a threat to us now. That is exactly it. I think I need to get rid of the fire here, that's the most important thing. Not sure if rain is what we want. More or less just want to give a path to our fighter. Can we do anything to help with that? I suppose I could try to teleport him closer to us, if it's actually possible. He's basically boned.
Break bones!
Didn't hit. So great in theory, but not in practical terms. Miss, 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 miss. But he's muted, so he can't really do any special abilities. He's trying. I think he should try melee though, but I'll survive that.
That ought to hurt.
And he's done. And blind. And can't heal.
Corrosive caress!
I'm surprised Medora missed though. He has to have decent dodge abilities.
Holy encouragement.
Protecting our guys a little bit, no doubt will explode with fire.
Shield us!
You. I'm going to shock my own guys. We're fairly well protected from him already. He's gonna die. No dodging this shit. He's healing. Ah, our hits are healing because we do fire damage, but it's not enough to counter the more or less cuts our damage down by 1/3 though.
I can smell your fear! Back on my feet again.
Okay, I think we fought a very sensible fight. Nothing too tough about it.
Fortune!
Level 19.
I was really hoping to find something better.
A letter. S. The conduit's cleverness never ceases to dazzle. Able to jump from beast to beast, she has eyes and ears all across our realm. To think that without her unbound talent, we'd still be roaming this forest in search of an entrance to the Soul's Temple. How lucky for us that a well-located puss happened to overhear the right conversation at precisely the right time. Conduit is ever skipping 3 steps ahead of those poor dull source hunters, or however we're meant to refer to them. I know not when I will find a moment to post this letter. We are approaching the portal now. Perhaps this will be over sooner than I thought. D. I noticed that earlier when we were talking to the elemental guy. That there was clearly some kind of a weird sound, like someone was listening in on it. Or I don't recall where it was exactly. Immediately noticed that someone basically got the same information that we had. So she has the ability to jump from creature to creature, meaning if we want to keep things secret, every little creature that is not us or the one we're having a conversation with basically has to die. Feverish corpses. They're only level 10 though. My worry is that they're sort of like bomb type of creature. Easy to take down, but you really don't want to get involved with them too much.
Feel my electric fury!
Look like there's anything particularly interesting here. Cards, maybe. Speed, water and earth resistance. Fine pair of boots, but not sure if they're anything amazing. More armor, better resistance overall. Instead of initiative, we would have speed. And no snare strength. Yeah, this is the problem with a lot of this equipment. Either invest in strength or just throw them away. Okay, I still think this has potential. Strength 9 isn't that huge, man. Jahan could get it. So that's a potential item at least. Okay, there has to be something else. I know they're probably in the top line, but I don't want to miss anything. Forgot to order up the inventory. Belt. Fine belt 2. Sniper resistance, bodybuilding, 100 hit points and 45. It's a fairly typical build, except usually you don't have the hit points. Yeah, plus 2 initiative, plus 40 hit points. Initiative, hit points. The initiative isn't at all bad though. But definitely gonna hold on to that. The initiative might not be that good on Scarlet, but I'd like someone in our team to have high initiative so I can actually try to do something initially. Throw something big or throw a summon feature or any. But for her, I think the new belt might be an improvement. Initiative leadership burn my eyes. It's a good helmet, in fact. Yeah, I think better than what we have now with him. Slightly less armor, but in every other category this is far better. Three initiative is a significant bonus. Might get another belt out of it. I mean, this only had 2 initiative. That's pretty much the only reason this exists, and I was happy with our initiative value. Now the initiative isn't all that important, and there's another divine belt. Tenebrium resistance, poison resistance, dual wielding, 102 points. I think we could get dual wielding to 7, but again, doesn't really matter. These abilities to the weapon skills would have been useful long ago when I was still struggling should I take them. Now they're too little too late. Still, this is pathetic. To be fair, a lot of the builds they're just outright bad. So I've been using them mostly for crafting purposes. Depending on the situation, I think we could get to do a lot better already. But I also don't want to hold on to high initiative for now. What did we get? Oh, we got a tablet. I'm thinking of taking another Tenebrium point. Just in case, it's 2 points. Oh, it's actually a single point. Right. Yeah, that's fairly cheap. Then maybe bodybuilding. Although willpower might be more useful. Bodybuilding is definitely more used. Still leave us with a couple of extra points, so I think it's a fairly safe investment for now. Maybe leadership. Boost to members and friends that can see me. Initiative, damage, chance to hit, critical chance. And we have nothing really from our own skills. It all comes from talents or equipment. So this would be critical hit chance increased by leadership. And armor class. I'm not gonna get the bonus, so it's there basically getting the most out of it. Next would be willpower bonus. Yeah, I think that has potential. What to do with you? Do I want to go with the witchcraft route? Basically, do I want the witchcraft master abilities or not? Ability to use major debuff twice in a fight is a big thing. Alternatively, the death punch or something. A little bit of attack power that isn't water or like. The other option is basically to just take defensive abilities on yourself, and the mages are fairly safe to begin with, so I'm not too sure on that. I could afford to go master over it. I think I'll do it. It's fitting to how I use the characters. I don't think I want to go any further with the witchcraft though, even if I could. So willpower bodybuilding, that would be more useful, especially willpower. Bodybuilding isn't all that relevant to us. We can still function with most of these effects on us. Willpower screws us over thoroughly. Be 1 point in Tenebrium or armor specialist. No movement penalty, a little bit of extra armor. Alternatively, defensive abilities. Right, no movement penalty from armor. No matter what armor it is, we can pretty much use it. And in case we get better Tenebrium weapons. Talents. These are big. Probably pretty likely the last I'm ever gonna get extra ability points. %3 times man-at-arms extra elemental resistance, so 15% extra elemental resistance all around. Not a bad one. But again, if we can take something offensive, we'll take offensive, but this is not a bad one. When resurrected, you revive with full health, can be nice too. We could be more reckless in how we use Medora. Extra health. But that's 3% times. So 15% extra vitality. It's a decent chunk of extra health. Removes your defense penalty when flanked. So we can go right in the middle of them and we suffer nothing from that. I haven't paid it. I think it's like -10 to your defense, something like that. But we don't rely on defense, we rely straight up damage reduction. We're gonna, I think if I take marksmanship, I could take perfect accuracy grenades. Armor ratings could be increased by about 15. It would make a little bit of a difference. I don't think I would generally use grenades with Medora though. Medora is more important than Scarlet on the damage. Scarlet on the other hand, a different matter. She already has it. Your grenade throws will never miss again. Scoundrel one, right? I could take that, but I'm not really looking to get that done, so I don't know. I don't seem to get any kind of offensive abilities here. I could spend extra point in order so I could get body healing and willpower. Resistances to status effects, alternatively hit points, alternatively armor rating. I'm sort of like the resistance idea though. That's something you get pummeled with constantly. And even though we have some, it would be basically 15% less damage from a lot of abilities. And it's much easier to push to the 100% point of resistance. Three times man at arms for extra elemental resistance. I'll take that. Because I can't get anything offensive that seems to make a difference. So might as well endure the trouble that comes our way a little bit better. And armor rating, pretty quick here. I don't see the 15 point making a huge difference there. I feel the Ironhide will probably be more important. Right. Water goes to 100, then we'll get 30 to 50 points in a lot of others. You gives you the ability to evade attacks of opportunity, so that would actually be quite nice. I wouldn't. Teleporting isn't all that expensive, but you can do it once, then you have to run around. So this would allow me to run around between the enemies where I need to go, and I would not have to give a shit about it. Alternatively, attribute point. That's a pretty big thing. I also like to avoid opportunists. %10 blocking chance. My blocking chance is 0. %10 movement bonus. I'm not sure a single attribute point would really make much of a difference. It would be better than ability points, certainly. But avoid opportunists. Everyone is an opportunist on the enemy side. Everyone has it. To be fair though, it hasn't been a big problem so far, so... But I have a huge amount of mobility. 5 per action point. So I think I'll take the avoid opportunist. It might, well, I can see it if it's worthwhile. Basically, it's much cheaper for me to get to backstab position with this, and I risk nothing by doing it. Anything useful? Yeah, rhetoric is starting to have a serious problem. It's hard to find anything that would be interesting. Maybe some of the geomancy abilities or something like that. That makes you immune to environmental effects. Geomancer 5. Um, that's probably a good thing. Reduces the yeah, weatherproof. This is like wet warm, that sort of thing, probably. Those mainly affect your resistances. I don't think this is that much of a big thing. There's usually not that big of a negative about them, and they're easily controllable. What a rush. Turn action points and maximum action points increase when your vitality is below 30%. Maybe walk it off. Duration of statuses that have bodybuilding saving throw is reduced by 1. So even if when we get affected by status effects, which we will because we don't really have much of a defense against it, but knockdown, burning, frozen, bleeding, crippled, blinded, weak, diseased, infected, or drunk will last 1 turn less. Quite often they only last for 1 or 2 turns, but it could make a difference in a few places, who knows. Although the immunity to weather effects sort of interests me. Simply because there is really no downside to it that I can see. I don't use it in a way that would buff me in any way. The problem is, weather is something that you don't see all that often. It's either walk it off or weatherproof, pretty much. Maybe leech, something like that. Heals you when you stand in blood. I'm thinking of maybe what a rush. But this is, yeah, if we get in a serious fight, we'll get a couple of extra action points to pull out of it. It's enough to drink a potion or maybe try to cast something a little bit action point costly. With any luck, we'll never have to use it though, so we're not gonna get anything out of it. Maybe walk it off. I just don't want to get stuck in this. I'm thinking Geomancer maybe, I mean weatherproof basically because it costs Geomancer 5 to get it. So I'm wondering if it actually has. This could be a totally wasted talent point and I'm fine with that. I sort of want to know, can I notice any kind of a meaningful difference out of it or not. So this is more out of curiosity than me thinking this is a good talent to take. What about you? Immunity to fear. This has been a problem a couple of times. There's equipment that makes you immune to it, but I'm sort of thinking I would like to have that immunity. A lot of super dangerous opponents have the fear, or something similar. Makes you immune to stun. This would be acceptable. I think I'll take the immunity to stun. Because I'm very careless with that, and it has bit me in the ass quite a few times. So yeah, not sure I made all that great choices there, but who the hell cares. Gotta get moving. Where exactly are we moving? There was one thing. There was some kind of a cave here, and I don't recall if I've ever visited that. So I think I'm gonna take a look at that first. I can easily just load this if I have to here. Waterfall, move around the edge and go there. It could be nothing. But I'm worried that I'll basically forgotten something and I might miss something important. There's certainly chests I haven't picked up. That's a pretty bad warning sign. Ah, yeah, this. Why are you here?
Only going to say it
Slave.
once more.
I forgot this entire thing. Yeah, I definitely. Very likely haven't.
Go. Can't you count? You bloody walrus.
Yeah, this is the. I haven't been on this pad at all, I think.
You fancy little titles don't mean a thing to the king. Paperhead or
Could come from the other side, I suppose. Might be a fight if I try to push through this.
There's no other route. I'm offering fair coin for our passage here. You must see reason. 4,000 gold. Chicken bones. Fuck. Here's 3,000, and that's a bloody theft. You fancy little titles don't mean a thing.
Is that the only way I can come across? No. I don't want to force my way through that. I don't want to fight the troll if I can get some kind of other solution if that's to it. Right. That would also explain very likely why I haven't wanted to wear sheep.
The hen who shares her feed receives a greater second helping. The hen who shares her feed receives a greater second helping.
I'm assuming you don't literally mean chicken legs. I'm guessing the more you offer, the better you, the more you get back. But I don't think it's as simple as doubling whatever you put there. That would be ridiculous, because everyone would just mass up enough resources, dump some kind of 100,000 gold there and get double back.
Don't mean a thing to the king. Paperhead or find another route. Chicken bones. Oh, that's it. I'll not lose twice the gold for the fact that you've only half a brain. Only going to say it once more. Troll toll. 4,000 gold. Can't you count? You bloody walrus.
I can't interact with you. That's weird.
You may count, pay toll too. You fancy little titles don't mean a thing to the king. Paperhead or find another route. Chicken bones. You know as well as I, there's no other route. I'm offering fair coin for our passage here. You must see reason. Hold on now. One whelp at a time. You'll pay your toll soon as I'm through knocking this loudmouth back in line. The fool thinks he can slick 6 warm bodies past Rumble for the price of 1, he does. Lousy bomb, may as well thieve from King Gungia's very coffers. If I've said it once, I've said it more times than a troll can count. Warm bodies do not people make. We are 3 immaculates and 3 slaves, and I won't empty my pocket over chattel.
I'm not paying toll of some slavers.
This sounds like a matter of opinion. These two ought to resolve it on their own terms.
No need to insert ourselves where we don't belong. Good day, gentlemen.
I feel like the usual option would be to try to do something to help the slaves. I mean, I don't care about the immaculates either. So I can just pay their toll and not have a conflict, or let the conflict just escalate.
Enough! I'll not let this idiot troll or his idiot king hinder the goddess's affairs a moment longer. In her name, I bid thee fight. If I've not got any gold in my pouch, you'll not get any head on your shoulders. Rules are rules, chicken bones. If no one pays, everyone dies.
Well, the slaves escaped. And yeah, you can avoid getting any kind of trouble, or you can kill everyone. I'm fine with this. Slave master is next. But these are a bit too below our level, so not a real threat. Sunstunned. Water immunity. How the hell do you people get these rewards going? Providing water immunity to, I think, healing too. Yes, 5,000 points. That's quite a lot. There isn't all that much I can still do. Plus I can try to slow him down a little bit. If he moves a lot, he basically can't attack anymore. Also can't heal anymore. Yeah, it's basically the end of the fight.
Works every time.
That ought to hurt.
Yeah, it ought to hurt. It's not enough.
Baking like a cake.
No, forgot the oil.
Pathetic!
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to do anything anymore. There's just no way. He didn't really take any damage either. I don't want to freeze his ass. Sturdy as hell because he has shield. I could have removed some of his defenses though. Whatever. Not bad.
Sigurd's beard, what a find!
I'll leave the offering skill for now. Unless it gives you actual options. We could at least test it. There's nothing to lose there. Okay, let's try with pure gold. You don't have any gold? Surely you have gold. Maybe it's just something you can't offer. No, you really don't have gold. I've been spending it quite a bit though. That could explain it. Telling me there's a little bit more. Ah, so you can invest. In exchange, you get a piece of crap. Not worth 16,000. But yeah, there's a serious limit to what you can get. I'll just sacrifice one of our items that's probably non-magical and has some value, but that we don't really care about. Like this. Maybe something a little bit. Wonderful Draconian Water Wand. Or is it just gold? So I think it's you buy your magic items. Let's go with, let's say, 2,200. I don't think there's no chance they'll be worth it. They seem to be the same items anyway. The helmet could... no, it's too low level. I was thinking it might have value, but not enough, not enough. Anyway, this is not why we came here in the first place. It's all about the cave.
What have you got stashed in here, Mrs. Coppendale?
I've certainly been here before, so it's possible I could visit the cave too.
I need to dry off.
Forlorn Tunnel. Yeah, I've seen it, but from the other side. Spore invested this and that.
What's with this transgression?
They did not take damage. The guards did. Why can't I see anything about them? Are they too good for me? Wait. Water resistance, high level of that. Fire. Everything elemental. Physical damage only. Okay. Still, fire and air will work fairly well against these looters. I don't have any particular hurry here, so I don't want to rush in. And they don't want to attack for some reason.
Death is at hand!
Oh, this is gonna be tough. It's gonna be pretty badly poisoned. And burn. Right. Your goal needs to be make sure these two are okay.
Back on my feet again.
Same thing with you. You can do some kind of avatar thing against the poison, probably do a fire shield for the other. So more or less we should be fine. Yeah, it's a lot of poison damage. Not enough to overwhelm us though.
I can smell your fear. Your grave opens to welcome you.
That's a lot of poison damage. I lost... No, I never had anything. Right. Any other boosts I could give? Not really. Damage boost.
In solemn battle oath.
Right. What to do with you? We're mostly gonna have to deal with poison damage, and there aren't... I can't really get rid of it in all that many ways. Earth Elemental is not a good choice here. Just something that does pretty cool. Not sure I want to run in the poison and fire too much.
I've been tainted.
Yeah, as nasty as the poison is, it's not really that important or damaging to us. And now they'll all attack the undead that's immune to their poison. I did have mass healing. I was sort of remembering that I never took that last thing.
As good as a new penny.
I've been staring at directly looking at it and wondering what I wonder what that is. Probably some kind of debuff removal or something. Shaking my head at myself. Target is way too far. Don't think we particularly had to do anything though. It's over.
Eternal silence. Oh, well, it smells like an infected foot, but I've cleared the last of the mushrooms.
Don't die, don't die, don't die.
I needed that.
Do these different heals stack?
As good as a new penny.
Well, it lasts so long to
Bless the
recharge.
seven I am restored.
Can't believe I forgot to have that heal. What was it? It was some kind of mass law or mass disease
Bless
it
the
was
seven.
competing
I
against.
am restored.
Maybe.
I feel better already.
I certainly recall thinking that the mass heal, while convenient, isn't the better ability. I'm surprised I picked the convenience actually. Usually I don't. Out of curiosity, how bad does... Yeah, it wasn't that damaging to our gear either. Weapons are in poor shape though. Scarlet has the unfortunate situation that she has the action points to attack a massive amount of times, but her weapons don't have the durability to really last. Warrior does not suffer from that problem. A few strikes that do a massive amount of damage, and the weapons have higher durability anyway. But what's the point of this place?
I'm growing too accustomed to the sight of corpses.
If we do our job, these will be among the last we find.
Yeah, sure. I didn't really get who these people were supposed to be either. Chess. Rubbish. So, a couple of swamp creatures and a couple of people. Guess that's it. Right, I was expecting a little bit more out of this, but I guess not. Thorny Ground's probably the place to go. It's amazing how little progress you can make in this game while playing for a long time. Get even a little bit sidetracked with something simple as leveling up and you're already spending a huge amount of time while not really achieving anything. I suppose it would help if you had a plan, where you want to take it, then it becomes a simple matter of just implementing your precious plan. Well, at least I got rid of the Guardians, and it doesn't appear to be anything major that I've missed so far. There are still a couple of places. Clearly that's some kind of a thing, the massive tree there. Seems like there's some kind of portal there. That's certainly something. As long as... it seems like the thorns are basically blocking your way there. there may be an alternative path, who knows. There was the Temple of the Dead had the hatch, which I didn't really understand how I'm supposed to get there. There was the Titan head, which I can't talk to, and so on and so on. So there are still a lot of things I can do here, as far as I can see. Just need to figure out how to start unraveling Yellow.
My flesh melts before my eyes!
Yeah, I think if that would happen, you wouldn't be yelling that, you would just scream.
Bless the seven. I am restored.
Yeah, the true use of mass heal.
I feel better already.
Recover from the traps. With a single spell throw instead of wasting your time casting heal.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Okay, I'll leave the temple for another time. But we basically got the tip that the move along the right edge, knock down a wall and so on to bypass a lot of trials.
Bless the seven. I am restored.
I do want to go inside. I don't want to find out that there's some kind of additional
Back
challenge
on
I
my
need to do
feet
before I can
again.
enter. Right, interesting. No foreseeable problems. I wonder if we can, 300,000 to level up to level 20. We are getting a massive amount. That's more or less just 30 kills at this point. 60 to 30 depending on the enemies. So not that many. Waypoint Shrine. Seems like a fairly sizable area. I would imagine that maybe you can pop up in these places. Collect extra treasures. Right, the advice was go right. I guess we'll take that advice. Don't really see why we should.